Welcome to My Time to Shine. I'm your host, Emily. Hello.
Hi, lovely. How are you doing?
I'm so good, my love. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah, I'm so happy that you're coming on my podcast. You're
I
just such a
know.
beautiful ray of sunshine.
Do you know what? It's been so long. I feel like the last time I saw you was 2018, maybe?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was pre-lockdown.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my God, it's been a long time and a lot has happened.
So much has happened. For our listeners, could you introduce yourself and give us a little bit of a background, like who you are and what you do?
Yeah, of course. So I know you from Litish Organics. I used to have a skincare brand back I think I launched it in 2018, just after my son turned one. And I launched it with a hero product, which was the souffle, which everybody loved. And then since then, after closing, I ran the business for 5 years. And since I closed, I started working as a project manager. And I've been doing that full time. I also love my content creating. So I do a bit of UGC and also just my own content as well. And yeah, I'm a busy woman, I'd say so. And I'm also a mum as well.
Yeah, how old's your son now?
He's 7. He's turning 8 in May. It's crazy.
Oh my
I
gosh,
know.
no
He
way.
must have been like maybe a year-ish when I met you. So he was
Yeah.
like a baby. He's still a baby now, but he was a baby.
Oh, I think they're always a baby.
Yeah, always, always, always. No matter
Mine's
what.
5 now.
Oh my God. Oh my, you were pregnant, weren't you?
Yeah, I was so I was ready to pop.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Full circle.
For all our listeners, I met Latticia at one of her amazing
Oh yeah.
workshops where you taught us how to make our own products. I remember making this like body lotion, and I used it as like a deodorant, a
Yeah,
natural
yeah, made a
deodorant.
deodorant as well. There's a few little projects that we did. I definitely remember deodorant, and I definitely
Yeah.
think there was a body oil in there as well.
Oh, it was just incredible. Like, wow, you opened my mind to a whole world of like, natural
Yeah.
products and things. What got you interested in that in the first place?
So I got into the natural ingredients and like holistic lifestyle after when I was in university. I started to suffer with my skin, and I was just like, it has to be something. I don't know what it is, whether it's my diet, it's my products that I'm using. I just needed to figure it out. And I'm one of those people that just, I have to, like, if I'll go all in, like, I'm one of those people, like, I'll literally go all in. So I was researching, I was looking into ingredients. I think did I go vegan? I might have gone vegan, I can't remember. But I was definitely cleaning up my diet. I was trying loads of different face masks. I was literally doing anything. And my mum also like was a huge inspiration for that as well, because she'd always be like, "Oh, you should try this. You should take primrose oil. You should try this." And I'd always be like, "Okay, yep, yeah. I'm going to Holland and Barrett and I'm getting it today."
Oh, amazing.
And then when I finished uni, I moved to Rotterdam for a placement. And while I was there, I was just like, why is it so hard to get natural and organic like skincare products without having to go to like the outskirts? Because I wanted like black soap and shea butter, and those things were just not accessible. And I just thought, you know what, I want to launch my own skincare brand because I want to have that kind of elevated experience without having to like, make it. Because I used to get it and it'd be in a Tupperware box, and I'd be like, this isn't a luxurious experience at all. And I just wanted to create that whole like ritualistic kind of vibe, and that's what inspired me, and that's how I got into like the ingredients obsession.
Honestly, luxury is definitely what you would have called your sheer souffle. I was obsessed with it when I was pregnant and like
Yeah.
for after, and then when you stopped, I was so
I
gutted.
know, I know, I know. I had it in the Clean Kilo for a while, which was like one of my first retailers. I was so happy with that one. And yeah, I
Oh.
met so many lovely people. Even to this day, I'm like, oh my God, that's so long ago. Literally just where I started as well.
Yeah, it's such a journey. And I saw your post on Instagram the other day that you've done so many things, like so many, like tell us about that because it's just so inspirational, the things that you've done and all the different journeys.
Well, I love to try. I feel like I'm one of those people that's just like, if I've got an idea, I'm just like, what's stopping me? I can find the time, and I just love to try things. Like I think there's a lot of things that I still want to try, but I'm really really excited to keep that journey going. So yeah, it's just one of those things. I've definitely dipped my toe in a lot of things, but I don't think it's gonna stop.
Don't stop.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop.
I think that's the beauty of life is like you just keep trying new things, you keep
Yeah,
learning.
exactly. And like one of these things is going to stick and one of these things are going to work.
Mhm.
The main thing is just having the confidence to just actually try it because you won't know until you try.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
How did you become a project manager? Did you go to uni for that or?
No, I actually studied architecture, which is very random. Well, not
Oh,
random. I did want to be like an interior architect at one point. I did it, and it was I feel like it was a business course in itself. There was so much like pitching and presenting and like late nights and just convincing people of your ideas and your designs that I feel like it was like a boot camp for business.
oh
And
wow.
then once I qualified, I started working, and I was just like, this is not for me. So after that, I'd obviously started my businesses and I've just been kind of like, doing loads of different things. And I was like, I can spin a lot of plates and still make progress. And that's exactly what a project manager is. You've got so many tasks, deadlines, milestones, different moving parts, teams. And that's essentially where I was just like, I've got transferable skills. As soon as I closed my business, I was like, even though sometimes I thought, is there a lot of, I don't know, going from entrepreneur to employee is quite a shift. And I was
Yeah.
like, how do I translate those skills I learned doing absolutely everything in Litish
Mhm.
Organics to one role? And I was just like, project management just makes sense to me. Like, literally made sense.
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause you've got all those skills that you had to manage your own business, your own time,
Yeah.
you know, everything. That's a
Yeah.
lot to think. How do you do it?
Exactly. Like I project manage my life, like, managing mom life and wife life and like, just, also your career goals. Like that is in itself is project management. I actually remember one of my friends who was helping me with making products when I was closing down Litish Organic. She was like, you should probably think about doing project management because you're able to just work to deadline and deliver. And I was just like, you know what? Let me look into that.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah, thank you, friend.
Did you find that quite tricky though, to shift from having your own business, being your own boss, to being a project manager? Was that a hard thing to do?
I think it was all about perspective. I needed
Mhm.
to have the mind shift that I had to go through was like, right, I need a full-time job. I want stability. I want a check every single month. Like, I think there was the goals that made me do the shift pretty quickly because I was like, there's a lot of benefits here. And also because I'm on so many projects, it's so varied that it didn't feel like a monotonous job. Like every day was literally different. For example, right, like in the actual agency, we oversee around 30 projects and they all have different activations. And I think when I checked before, I did in like, I think it was September or something, I'd done like 294 launches, which is insane. Like compared to Litish Organics, it was like once everybody, a year.
That's mega. That's like another level.
Exactly. So it's like because there was so much variety and also ownership and being able to kind of like manage, it didn't feel like, okay, right, I'm really limited and I'm restricting my creativity.
Oh, that's good that you found something that you seem to really enjoy there.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like project management does make sense for my character, I'd say.
Oh, amazing. Do you think that's going to be your like forever thing, or is there something like in the pipeline or
You never know. Like my husband's just like, I just never know what way you're going to swing. And I don't either.
I love that.
I think, to be honest, at the moment, I'm dabbling in the idea of a portfolio career. Have you heard about that?
What is this? Tell me, I've not heard of it.
I feel like I heard someone on TikTok talk about it and I was like, is that me? Is that actually
Oh,
me? So portfolio career is essentially where you have it's almost like a freelance, but you kind of basically have like 3 to 4 streams of income. You have different
okay.
clients. How else to describe it? And you're flexing different skills. So for example, for me, I love content, I love product, I love strategy, like but then I can use different clients to stretch and kind of, pull on different skills. And I feel like that is suited to me because I get bored very quickly.
That sounds like super interesting.
Yeah.
So say if you did do that, would you be like self-employed or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
would
yeah,
it
yeah.
be, yeah.
Self-employed. Yeah, that's how I kind of see it. I feel like that is the path. I definitely feel like even though I'm in employment right now, that is future me. Like going back to kind of like more of a client-based, service-based, I guess. but just a bit more ownership and a bit more flexibility with my schedule is what I really desire, and obviously money.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't want that?
Exactly.
Give me the dough.
Give me the dollars.
Yeah, where's that money tree in my garden?
Exactly, exactly.
I want to go back to when you were saying about, you first found all these different products that you were using for your skin, and you
Mhm,
said you also tried things with your diet and being vegan.
mhm.
Is that still the case now? And what have you discovered along the way?
So I am no longer vegan. Actually, I was vegan when I was pregnant, and I think the reason I broke it was because I went to a barbecue and they were cooking jerk chicken, and I was just like, "There's absolutely no way that I'm having. There's no way I'm having veg."
I love that.
Yeah. So that was in 2017, and I haven't been vegan since. But I would say those practices that I kind of adapted in that period have like stuck with me, like juicing,
Mhm.
having like my smoothies, having my wellness drinks, having my supplements, like those have like a part of my morning ritual now, whereas before they weren't. So yeah.
Oh, tell us more about your morning ritual. I want to know more about
Ooh,
it.
okay, so on my optimal week, it doesn't happen every week, but when I'm literally planning to the T, I will usually
Yeah.
start the week on Sunday making my juice for the week. So that will be beetroot, red cabbage, apple, ginger, lemon, lime, celery. What else? I said ginger. Is there anything else? That's like the basis of my like red drink, and then I'll do like a green drink, which is more kind of like kale, apples, pineapple, melon, and just kind of like I'll have like two separate drinks. So every morning I'll have some of drinks, some either one. I'll have the beetroot or the green one, and then I'll have
You don't have them both.
sometimes I do. I like to
Yeah.
keep it fresh. Yeah, sometimes I want both. So yeah, I'll have my drinks and then I will have my supplements, which is yeah, I'll like usually have iron,
Mhm.
zinc,
Yeah.
magnesium, vitamin D, vitamin B12, omegas. I used to take a skin one, but I've run out. But that's usually
Yeah.
like my like kind of go-tos.
Mhm.
And then recently I've started having chia seed water. I'm enjoying that. I really like that. What else? And then I'll have my greens, like the real, the powdered greens. Like I love
Oh
that
yeah.
with like a squeeze of lime. And then I'm usually good until like around 11 and then I'll have breakfast.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like almost like a little bit of fasting, but it's kind of like a juice fast till
Yeah,
11.
for
What do
like
you have for
2 hours.
breakfast?
Yeah, just that's how long I can last.
Yeah. So how long are you going? Oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm too hungry.
What do you normally have for your breakfast?
I am a fruit and fiber kind of gal. I love a fruit
Oh,
and fiber
okay.
bowl. Yeah, that is like to me that makes me last so long. And even when I'm like I'm rushing or I just I'm not even feeling like cooking like eggs or something for lunch. I'm like fruit and fiber is my gal. Like if she works.
Like the cereal fruit and fiber.
Yeah,
Did you have it with milk?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Warm milk, not
Oh,
cold.
warm.
Yeah, not cold. I can't.
Oh my gosh, no
Yeah,
way.
and I
That's
usually have it
really
with a coffee. So that's my morning routine.
Oh, you know what? How do you have your coffee?
I have 1 teaspoon of coffee, hot water, and an oat milk, and then a bit of cinnamon. If I'm feeling extra, I'll put like I've got this chai tea blend, and I'll just put a little bit because I love a spicy drink. Yeah.
A little bit of cinnamon and coffee. I love that. I have my first coffee is black.
Oh wow! Do you know what? I'm just not at that level of my life yet. Like maybe it will be when I turn 30. I don't know, but I am just not there. Like I just can't have a black coffee. I can't. It doesn't go past my throat.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 29.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
turning 30 in May, which is insane. To be honest, I feel like I've been 30 I think my mental age is 35, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah, like
Yeah.
really mature because you have achieved so much.
Yeah, and I feel like when you have a child, you kind of age a little bit as well.
Damn, those years add up.
Yeah, immediately. As soon as you give birth.
You're literally so stack the age on you.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Oh, are you gonna have a party for your birthday?
Well, I am actually going to Dubai to go see my sister, which I'm really excited about, which I'm loving.
Amazing.
I can't wait to see her. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll do something at home. My son and I share the same birthday, so we always do something. Yeah.
Oh, that is super cute.
Yeah, and he makes me really excited for it. So he'll start counting down soon, maybe in April. By April, he'll start counting down. So I have no reason but to be excited.
Oh, I love that. I love birthdays. I
I
think
know.
it's just something exciting, isn't
It
it?
does. It's just an excuse to just really center it around yourself. I love it.
Yeah, like have a whole birthday month.
Yeah, literally for me, it's from May 1st to the very end. And luckily, there's some bank holidays in May, which I absolutely take advantage of.
You've got to.
Yeah, exactly. And I was so happy when they started.
Oh, yeah, I love that so much. I think I'm all about birthdays.
Yeah,
My husband, though, he's like, oh, it's just another day. Like, he's like, I just
it's
not
not.
bothered.
It's not.
It's special.
It's very special. Oh, you had your birthday the other day. How was it?
Yeah, oh, amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, I
good.
turned
Oh,
33.
amazing. Oh, that's so lovely. Did you do any big celebrations?
Oh, yeah, we went to
Oh,
London
lovely. Yeah.
and I had afternoon tea at the Savoy.
Oh,
Yeah, it
regal.
was
Okay.
so good. It was just,
Oh,
oh, incredible. And then we went on the London Eye and then
yeah.
spoke with a cruise thing.
Oh, that's lovely. That's so nice. You made it special. That sounds good.
Oh, you've got to. I think like I love
I
birthdays.
do. I do. I do. Me too.
Yeah, it's one of those times of year where you can literally just make it all about
You
yourself.
can't. Exactly. And I will.
Oh yeah, I will, and I have done,
Yeah.
and keep doing it. So, with your project management, I want to know more about. So, for the people listening, say if that's something that they wanted to do, what are the important skills that they would need to be able to do that? I know you said like being really organized. Is there
Mhm.
anything else that like do you need to have a degree or?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't even have a project management course. I could get one. I did think about it before I started my job, but I was just like, actually, no. I've had so much experience, and manage building your own company is enough experience in
Mm.
my in like, and it weighs the weight of gold. So I guess it's just a case of flexing on your existing skills, and if there is a skill gap, then 100%, like something like the Prince 2 would be really good. I think a lot of it is managing stakeholders and managing like team members and also being able to hold them accountable, because essentially you're tracking a project to a deadline. So you need to make sure that things are moving on time and like minimizing risk to delay or whatever that is. So for example, for me, it would be like, for example, if we're launching something like like a supplement brand, I'm making sure, are we tracking with delivery? Are we going to get it in on this time? Have we got marketing on time? Like, are we getting the websites back from the developers on time for like check-in? It's a lot of managing a lot of moving parts, and you have to be kind of on the ball to be able to like also realign people so that they don't lose, focus and like start prioritizing something else when you've got something that's really important and needs to move forward. So I'd say it's a mix of that, and definitely, if you've got like an organized personality type and you've got the experience, like feel confident enough to apply for jobs, like why not?
Yeah, that's it. I think as well, it's like don't be afraid to apply. You might get
Yeah,
hundreds of no's,
yeah.
but eventually you'll get a yeah.
Exactly, and you won't know unless you try. Like literally, you won't know until you try.
That's it. I think in this day and age, a lot of people are like they kind of hold themselves back from
Yeah,
doing what they want to do.
yeah. I literally, I think to me, it's just you have to go where your kind of passion is, and also be willing to advocate for yourself and not allow fear to hold you back, because you can literally let your mind tell you like, oh, you don't have the. For example, for me, this is a real life example. When I started doing content, I was like, why would someone want to listen to my point of view? I'm not practicing as a facialist anymore, but even though I had a qualification in it and I'd done so many facials. And then I was like, I'm more qualified than some people who have huge followings and have no skincare background, but yet they will recommend products like their life depends on it. So I literally had to check myself, because I was like, no, actually, you're more than qualified and you can do that. And I think that's a lot of the time where fear will hold us kind of hostage, where you're just like, no, I'm not listening to you today. I know what I'm doing and this is what I want to do.
Yeah, how did you overcome that?
Um, hmm. I feel like my ambition is further and stronger than my fear. So it's always like I kind of like hear it, but then I'm like, well, I've got goals, so you're gonna have to wait.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. I might listen to you. No.
Oh, I love that so much.
Yeah.
I think that is one of the biggest things though. I mean, I've experienced that myself and I still do now.
Yeah, of
Like I feel
course.
like, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, you even when you get opportunities, like I'll have things come into my inbox and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm qualified to do this. You know, do I have the experience to talk about this? And then I'm like, yeah, of course I do. I just have to be confident, and then people will believe that I know what I'm talking about. That's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been so confident.
No, I would say it's definitely been like a stepping stone and also really leaning into my actual skills. I
Yeah.
feel like you can feel not confident when you're leaning into skills that aren't your strongest. And it's like it's hard to kind of really validate what you're doing. But I think now I've realized, okay, these are your strong points. This is your skill. This is your expertise. Like, and even if something's completely new, but it's in your field, you can learn, like, you can literally learn, but you're passionate about it. I think the passion and also the expertise is what kind of helps me to feel confident.
How do you know what your skills are? Like how, for someone who's like stuck in that fear and they're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
How can they figure out what they're good at?
I would say don't be afraid to try. Like, you
Yeah.
won't know what you're good at if you don't try. Like, even if it's okay, I have an opportunity to speak in a panel. I've never done public speaking before, but you have. You've spoken in public before. You've spoke. Oh God, my English is leaving me. You've talked in public before. Like, it's not new. Like, there's experiences that you can draw on and be like, oh yeah, I did have a conversation with that person before, and it was nerve-wracking, but I did it. And I feel like you can just pull on those experiences, really don't allow fear to let you feel like you can't do something, and just try. Because once you try, you'll be like, okay, I definitely don't like this. It's not because of fear, it's actually I don't like this. But then you just have to keep going and trying new things. That's why I'm like, I might get to like 40 and I've done like 20 businesses, and maybe there'll be successes and maybe there'll be fails, but the main thing is me trying. Like, I want to try and see what works.
That is such an important message. Just try it. Like, I think that is exactly it.
Yeah, and you don't have to do it fully in a state of risk. Like, you can do calculated trying. Like, I'm going to try this out while I'm working my full-time job, or I'm going to
Yeah.
try this out on my evenings, on my weekends, and just see where the momentum is and where your confidence grows. And then that is being out, not putting yourself and your livelihood at risk, but you're still trying.
Yeah, that's it. You have like a side hustle
Yeah,
or
why not? I'm not shy of a side hustle. I love that.
yeah. I think that's one of the big ways that people can explore, isn't it?
Hmm.
Like, experiment with a business or come up
Yeah,
with ideas in
yeah.
a safety bubble.
Exactly. Like, I love creating content. Like, that's one thing that I really, really enjoy. And I'll just find times, like pockets of time where I can just record, edit videos. And that's me just building and growing in a skill, putting myself out there and just seeing what sticks. Like, what opportunities come from this.
And when you say creating content, do you mean like for Instagram or
Yes.
YouTube?
Yeah. So, like, I've got my YouTube channel. That's more like my vlog, sit down talking videos. And then TikTok, I'm pretty much posting every single day. Like, I don't think I've not posted on TikTok in like a year. And then Instagram's just sparing. It's more like a portfolio for me to just be like, these are my polished skills. But I enjoy it. Like, I really, really enjoy it. And I don't even like when I post, I'm more thinking about did the enjoyment that I had creating this content rather than like this must hit this amount, like, kind of thing.
I think that's the best way to look at it because it's so easy to get stuck in numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like, how many views have you had? How many
Yeah.
followers have you
Yeah,
got?
yeah. You just have to create for the love of it. Like, if not, it just becomes a really tormenting kind of game, and you just want to be able to do it out of like actual joy.
Yeah, yeah. With content creation then, because you've done this for quite a long time now, what are
I have.
you? Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's been a while,
Yeah, it's
hasn't
been a
it?
year.
Like,
It's been a while. Like, even I think when I was doing my training, I was like, oh, can I pitch to brands? Like, I don't know. I was like, I've been creating content for the dawn of time. Like, I can definitely do this. So yeah, it's been a while.
do you have any tips for people who are like Instagram or TikTok curious, but they're a little bit like, oh,
I would just say I feel like TikTok, you can be really yourself and not care because it just goes out and you're rarely on your, you know, your friend's feed. Like it just goes out into the abyss essentially.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm more free and care. Like I'll throw whatever on TikTok. Whereas Instagram, I'm a little bit more, you know, this is the polished good side of me. Like this is my refined, my optimum self. But I just say, you know what, it's just a case of finding what you want to talk about, because when you're confident and you're passionate about what you want to talk about, it's like people will feel that. So for me, it's like skincare, wellness, beauty, bit of lifestyle. Like I'll do some funny videos or just kind of show my personality. But those are like my core pillars, and like also where my knowledge is mainly at. And then, you know, you just keep posting. Like all you have to do is just post, and then you'll learn, and then you post more, and then you'll learn, and you're like, oh, this setup would be better, or maybe I should, you know, flip my camera and talk to the back camera because the quality's better. And the more you post, the more better you get.
Split your camera. What's that?
Oh, flip your camera, so like your back
Oh,
camera, because you know your
oh,
back camera's
yeah, yeah.
there. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's true. I think you learn as you go, don't
exactly.
you?
Yeah, 100%. Like when I look at my content from way back when, I'm like, it's been a journey.
It's nice that you can look back though and see how much you've grown.
Yeah, I keep all my Litish Organics posts. I'm like, that's part of my journey. Like, I didn't just start this, you know, this page from scratch. Like, it's been a very long journey.
Yeah. What inspired you to start it in the first place?
My Instagram. So what did I have? Oh, well, pre Litish Organics, I had a relevant waffle business, which is where I was sending out subscription boxes. So anyone who wanted to make their own products or beauty products at home, you know, like how we did the DIY classes, I would
Yeah.
literally just share a box with you with all the ingredients, the recipe list, and then you can mix it and make
Wow.
it at home. So I started the Instagram based on that, and then I ended up getting a trademark cease and desist. Then I paused that Instagram. Yeah, I
No.
wasn't doing any content. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should make the shea butter for my son. And then I started posting about that again, talk about my wellness. And then it shifted again into Literary Organics.
So wait a second. You got a trademark cease and desist. What? That must have been a bit scary.
Yeah, it was. I'd spent a lot of money on boxes at this point. I think I had 500 in my spare room. And they were like, yeah, you can't use that logo again. And I was like, right, okay, what am I going to do with the boxes then?
What did you do in the end?
I think they went in recycling. Like I literally had no chance, like no choice, and I didn't have 500 friends to just send them to just cause. So yeah, it just ended up being a long wind down of a business, and then just stopping it completely.
Gosh, how did you feel then? Were you just completely shocked? Were you gutted? Like what was that like for you?
I was definitely gutted. I put a lot of energy into it, and I really enjoyed, you know, creating new products. I was partnering with brands every month to kind of give like some edge. So I'd,
Yeah.
you know, kind of align with women-owned brands, independent brands to kind of like showcase their products and spotlight them in the box. So I was definitely gutted about that, and I feel like, but then in the grand scheme of things, I knew that I wanted a skincare brand. I was just because I was so heavily pregnant that I just could not go through the whole process of like formulating products. I was like, right, this is the easiest way for me to launch something, and it actually pushed me into that actual, you know, like initial dream. So I can't be mad.
Wow, so you did all that and you were pregnant at the same time.
Yes, I was literally like, I think when I wasn't. Well, I think I hadn't launched the relevant waffle yet. I was practicing making like soaps and stuff. So I was making like little lip balms and trying my hand in like different products that I could make. So I remember like sending out little lollipop soaps when I was pregnant and in labor. I was like, right, I just need to post these things because after this,
You
I'm
were in
not.
labour.
I was like having contractions. You know, they're so far apart. I was like, it's not quite ready yet for like hospital time. Let me just sort my admin out before I go.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so I've always been busy, unfortunately.
No, I think that is so inspiring. And I really admire that because you've done so many different things. And like, you went through that. You had the season, about the trademark,
Yeah,
and then you got over it and you
yeah,
moved on.
yeah. I
Was
think
that
it is.
easy?
It is like a case of learning and then moving on. Like even when I closed the tissue organics, I was like, I've learned a lot. I've learned a
Mm.
lot. I've learned how to manufacture products. I've learned how to launch in a retailer. I've learned how to get press. I've learned how to, manage contractors. Like I've learned a lot, and there's enough for me now to like move on. Like I feel like I can take these skills with me.
That's really inspirational to know because I think that's the thing that stops so many people.
Yeah.
You know, they're so afraid of failing, and then
Yeah.
maybe they do fail and then they quit.
Yeah, and I feel like I think it's good to be able to obviously ride something out and see how long you can go with it and, keep thinking of new ideas and revive it if you can. But
Yeah.
also, there's also a lot of power in being like, actually, I've learned as much as I can. That's just, it can be like your business can just be exactly the position you can be in a job. Like you can get to a point where you're like, I've worked at this company, I've grown, I've networked, I've been able to build my skill set. I'm ready for a new challenge. And you can have that same experience in a business. Like you can literally say to yourself, I've done all I can, I've given it all I have. Like I'm okay with the skills I've learned and I can move forward from this.
That's such a strong place to come from.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there was points where I was just like, oh, I don't know. I think there was a lot of, I knew which decision I wanted to go down, but then it was like, how are people going to feel me moving from like Litish Organics to just by Latticia now? Like, is that my message going to resonate with people? What am I going to do afterwards? I didn't know that I was going to do content afterwards. I was like, there was like a gray area of like,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
what is this Instagram for now? Like, I've built it, I've got a nice community, but what do I transform this in? And I think after a while, it took me a couple months to be like, oh, people will stick around if they want to stick around. I'm posting whatever. This is my channel.
I know. That's it. Confidence.
Yeah, just confidence and saying no to fear.
Yeah. Who would you say has been your biggest source of inspiration in your life? Or what?
Ooh, source of inspiration. I
Mm.
feel like I get it from a lot of places and a lot of channels. I wouldn't say there's like a specific source. I love reading about successful women in business. I feel like it's very powerful, seeing other entrepreneurs that are women and
Yeah.
mothers. That feels, it kind of like validates the experience that I want to have. Like I am ambitious. I do have career goals and I also want to raise a family and grow my family. So it's like, seeing people successfully do that kind of makes me feel like, okay, it's doable, I can manage this. So I feel like that's like a huge inspiration. Having a really amazing family and support system and husband, like that is key. I feel like that gives you the grounding and the foundation to be able to be like, I want to try this, I want to do this. And they're like, yeah, go
Yeah.
on, do it. So I'd say it's a
Yeah.
balance of those two. And obviously just like being able to have, self-care time is important. I love being able to just like unwind, relax. And that also gives me the inspiration to go further and try different things. Because if you're rested and your mind's at ease, like you can do different things.
Yeah. Do you have any like self-care routines that you do? Or
So
practices?
I have self-care routines? I have a few.
Tell us.
Okay, so I love doing an LED mask. Like that's like really nice for me. I feel like my skin thrives with red light therapy. Love an LED mask. I love a shower, like and just good body care products in a shower. Like when the sensory experience is just hitting, like the scent, like the smell is good. You got all the different textures, you're taking your time. Like I love an everything shower. I really ritualize my hair care like routine. I love a Sunday afternoon doing my hair, washing it, steaming it. Like that is my kind of routine there. I do it every Sunday. I love doing my nails. I now go to a nail tech, but last year I did my nails myself, and I feel like that was my downtime. I would literally bang out so many Desperate Housewife episodes. And literally it would take me 2 hours to do my nails, but I'd be happy with them because I'd be like, I've rested, I've had to concentrate on one thing only, and that's what my
Yeah.
mind needed. What else do I enjoy? I like going to the gym, just like once I get there, I enjoy it. Getting there is tough, but once I get there, I enjoy it. What else? I love reading my devotional. That helps me a lot. Having long baths, going to the park with my son, like those kind of things I really enjoy. Now that the weather's good as well. Oh my God. I'm so glad we're out of the trenches of like grey dark weather. Like I'm thriving now.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's been a trip.
It's been a long while, right? Like even when I wake up to go to
Mhm.
the gym and I'm like, oh my God, 6 o'clock and it is a bright. brilliant. It
Yeah,
was
like
just
get me
revel.
out in that sun.
Yes, yeah. Like just seeing it bright is perfect.
So you say reading your devotional, are you a practicing Christian then, or?
I am, yes, I am. So we've got like a morning revival that we read like every morning, and I feel like it just helps to like reset and just focus on
Yeah.
what is important rather than just going straight in and be like, right, I've got to do all these a million things. I've got the school run, I've got
Mhm.
this, and this. It's just a time for me to be like, okay, let me read something. Let me
Yeah.
reset. Let me like, get into my inner self. Like it's important.
Yeah, and it's your time with God as well, isn't it? Like
Yeah,
I'm a Christian as well, and I
yeah.
I have me time with the main man
Yeah,
in the
it's
morning.
important.
Yeah.
It's like literally like a reset. You're like, oh yeah.
Mhm.
And it also allows you all your anxieties and worries and
Mhm.
fears, like all those things you can just literally be like, God, if you this is what you want, I don't want to have to hear all of these like negative self-talks. Like I know this you don't want that for me.
Yeah. Has this been something that you were raised with, or is this like, something you came into, or
I would
you
say, yeah,
kind of?
definitely raised with my mum, definitely had like a big impact on that. And then I feel like after uni, I kind of was it uni or during uni? I feel like it was either during uni. Yeah, it was during uni where I was just like, right, this is actually my journey. Like, it's not me going to church because my mom's taking me to church. It's like my actual path. So it was, I feel like through uni, I was just like, no, I was like dibbling dabbling, like not sure what's going on, like who do I believe in, whatnot. And then I feel like I just came into it on my own, and it's been like that since uni.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that is very much it, isn't it? It is like a personal practice. Like
Yeah,
however you were raised, it's
yeah,
it's your life.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. You have to carve it out for yourself, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. Are you looking forward to Easter celebrations?
Well, yes, I'm going on holiday for a week and a bit. I'm definitely looking forward to not being and doing anything. So very excited for that.
Where are you going? Anywhere nice?
Oh, yeah, we're going on like an all-inclusive. It's family, like a family holiday. We're going to Benidorm, Spain, so that'll be nice. And it's yeah,
Amazing.
I'm just like all-inclusive. Like let's just no cooking. Like I'm happy to do that. Like I'm happy to go. I'm excited.
Is it like the series Benidorm? Because I've never been to Benidorm.
Do you know what? It's my first time going. I'll report back. I'll let
Yeah,
you
give
know.
us the deets.
Yeah, let you know. I have like my, like what people tell you about Benidorm, and I'm
Mhm.
like, let me experience it for myself. First of
Yeah.
all, I will take a holiday anywhere, like as long as there's like some sunshine, some water, like I'm good.
Yeah, I'm like that. For me, like on holiday, it's got to be in the sun,
Yeah,
near the beach, near the sea.
yeah.
I'm a sand kind of girl.
Yeah, and obviously we're taking. I'm going with my sister-in-law and her family, and like they're taking all
Oh,
their kids. We're taking ours, so we're just like easy breezy, just an
yeah,
easy breezy holiday. Make sure the kids are happy. Make sure we're happy. We're all good.
that sounds just lovely.
Yeah, exactly.
Something to really look forwards
I
to.
can't wait. I can't wait. It's not far now.
Yeah, countdown. Have you got like countdown app on your phone?
Now, literally, when I look at, that's why I said to you, April to me is just we're done. Like, there's just
Yeah,
so much already packed into it that I've counted it as a month that we've already passed.
it's gone. It's gone. It's been and
It's
gone.
been and gone. I've already lived it.
You've lived it and you've loved it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So how do you balance all of these amazing things that you do and be a mum? How do you do it?
I definitely feel like a support system is key, and
Mhm.
also leaning on them when you need to. Like we have really supportive family, so it's like if I need to do something, obviously I'll give as much notice as possible, but I can't be everywhere. That's one thing you have to like just know. If you've got an event or you've got to go to, I don't know, there's something on the evening, you just have to kind of wait out. For me, it's always like a case of, do I need to do this? What's the impact of this? This has an impact because I need to figure out childcare. I need to basically rearrange my whole day. So I'm really kind of like it's very much a strategic decision. Like I'm not out all the time. I'm not booking my weekends up and my evenings up. It has to be a very thoughtful like decision because I value my evenings and I value my weekends. So it's made when I do make the decision, I'll think, okay, there's a lot of value in this. I'm going to do this. It's like, okay, communicating to my family, my husband. I'm like, listen, I really want to do this. Is
Mm.
like, can we like figure out childcare? How are we going to do this? How are we going to manage? And they're always supportive, and I feel like that just helps to be able to think, okay, cool, I can do these things, and also not feel guilty because I can't be everywhere and everywhere.
That is a really big thing. Mum guilt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It eats you up.
oh.
Yeah. But you also have to realize like you have to have your own goals and dreams. Like it's just
Mhm.
as important that they have their activities and they have their interests and their hobbies. It's just as important as you. Like, so as much as I love taking care of my son and being there and being as present as I can as possible, you also have to balance it. Like, I'm not a full-time stay at home. Even if I was a full-time stay at home, you have your own hobbies and whatnot. So, mum guilt will find you regardless.
It's there on your shoulder.
On your shoulder. It will be tapping. Yeah, literally.
It just comes with the territory, doesn't it? 'Cause
It
you just
does.
like when you're pregnant, it's just such an all-encompassing experience.
Yeah.
And then you've got this lovely, beautiful baby that completely relies on
Yeah.
you. I don't know about you, but motherhood for me, I completely lost myself for a good chunk of time.
No,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, like I think from giving birth to 2 to 3, maybe even 3, it's where you're
Yeah.
just like in the throes of, sleepless nights. Are they sleep
Mhm.
regressing? Like, are they eating? Like, it's just, you're literally just, I feel like you're on autopilot for those
Oh,
first 2 years. Like,
absolutely.
you're just like, okay, I'm here, but I'm not here. Like, I'm myself, but I'm not myself. Like, it's just one of those. Definitely, I feel like when I returned 3, I was like, wow, right then, what was that?
Like, the weight started to shift.
Literally, your hormones are just getting back in check.
Mhm.
You're finding yourself, the sleep pattern's actually working. Like, you are not
Yeah.
going back and forth anymore. You feel like they're talking as well, so you can actually know what's going on. So it
Yeah.
does help. It does. It's a lot.
Yeah, that is literally the same as me. So Lawrence is 5, he's my oldest. Terence has
Aww.
just turned, well, no, he's 3, he'll be 4 the end of July.
Aww.
And I feel like that now, like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
oh,
You're like, right, crack on. Now I've got my
yeah.
goals.
Come on, who's this girl?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
back.
yeah. Literally, I feel like it is a switch. You'll look in the mirror and you're like, oh, you've been here this whole time. Like it's
Yeah.
just been you're literally your priority has been solely that baby, like literally.
Mhm.
So yeah, it is a bit of a challenge, but we make it through.
Yeah, that exactly. That's it. There is light at the end of the
There
tunnel.
is, there is, there is.
Yeah. How did you manage to balance all of those amazing things that you were doing and have a young baby at the same time? Like, how did you get through that? That's mad.
Um, I feel like I just crack on. Like I think I was just like, "Do you know what? Irie's here. We are going to have sensory playtime and we'll do all the activities in the day." As soon as that window came around, I was like, right, let's make some products, let's crack some orders, let's do this. And I think it just gave me a bit of myself. Like,
Mhm.
how, I was saying, like, between the window of like 0 months to 3 years, it's just a
Yeah.
blur. But I feel like it helped me to feel like myself when I was working towards something. And then, so I use those times when Irie was like napping or I just wanted a little bit of solitude. I'd be like, right, I want to work on this project. I'm really inspired. I want to just, try this. I want to make this. And that's
Mhm.
literally how I felt like I was able to connect back to myself. And I feel like, yeah, it's just a case of what do you want to do? Like, I know motherhood is all encompassing and it can take up a huge chunk of your
Mhm.
brain. But with those, 0.001% cells left, like, what do you actually want to do? And I just literally wanted to create.
That's it. And then you found yourself again.
Yeah, you do. And then you're building your
Mhm.
confidence back again as well because you're like, how do I balance all of this? Can I try? And that
Yeah.
was literally a case of it again, just trying. Let me try and do it while Irie's sleeping because I really want to do it. And this is my only window of time.
That's it. The thing that comes to my mind is progress, not
Yeah.
perfection.
No, not at all. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's never been me. Like I
Mhm.
posted a YouTube video the other day and I was just like, oh, I'm so annoyed that the audio's messed up. Like it's literally like it was like 10 seconds. And I was like, am
Yeah.
I really going to sit on that laptop again and edit this and upload? Like, no, just post
No.
it and then you can learn for next time. And that's literally my method. Like it's never gonna be 110% perfect. It can be
Mhm.
close, but it's not gonna be perfect. And I think once you release that need for perfection because perfection will really hold you back and make you
Yeah.
procrastinate and be like, oh, I can't launch it yet, it's not perfect. Oh, I can't launch it. There's so many, we've launched brands that aren't perfect, and you just, you look at the data, you tweak, and you kind of like optimize it once it's launched, but you can't do that if it's still sitting in draft.
Yeah, that's it. That's so true. Oh my gosh. I just think about all of the people, including myself, who've
Mhm.
either said to me or I've said to myself, or the people like, oh, I'm going to start
I'm gonna do
on like
this.
the first of the month.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm
Just
going
start
to do it, but
today.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah. Like even with me, I'm just like, right, I want to do a task. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what's the one task just to get the cogs going? I don't need to
Mhm.
start at 90 miles an hour, but what is
Yeah.
the one thing? Is it like, buying a domain? Is it getting a tripod? Even you don't even need a tripod, but just those little tasks
Yeah.
just to get the ball rolling, get your feet wet, and then you can
Mhm.
start building up momentum when you start.
That's it. The power of momentum.
Yeah. And once you get
Yeah.
keep rolling, you literally are in a habit of just keep going. Perfection. You like leave that at the door. You just keep going.
Yeah. And you really learn along the way, don't you?
Mhm.
Like,
You do, and you'll
yeah.
know also what you enjoy doing the most. Like, what content do I like enjoying? What do my audience also enjoy seeing from me? And you can only really know that if you start and you keep going.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who is like stuck in procrastination?
I would say break it down. Like, I used to be I mean, I've always been a goal setter. Like, every year I'll map out, like, okay, no, I'll set myself some goals, but I
Mhm.
never used to map it out. So like now I'd be like, right, this is my overarching goal. This is where I'd like to be at the end of the year. But then I'll break it down into quarters and then months and then things that I need to do every week just to move that needle forward. Because years used to pass me by and I'd be like, why have I not saved? What? How have I not saved? I don't get it. And I'd literally be like, well, you didn't put a budget every month. Like, where was this going to happen? Or, you weren't going to pay this off. And it's just literally a case of breaking down the goal so it's digestible, and then
Yes.
also being able to apply it in a way that you can keep repeating. So it's like, okay, let me think of something.
Mhm.
For example, I wanted to launch a YouTube channel. I was like,
Mhm.
I really want to start, a YouTube channel. Like, I really want to just get on this platform. I feel like it's going to be really good for me. And it was just sitting in my brain for a while, literally since maybe October. And then it got to
Yeah.
December and I was just like, right, you are taking way too long. What do you need to do to get this started? And I literally was just like, right, today, all I'm going to do is set up my display picture. I'm going to do my banner, like, like the little YouTube banner.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do my YouTube banner. I'm going to write my bio. I'm going to make sure I've got all my links in there. And then once I set that up, I was like, oh, I need to post my video now. Like, this looks too good. And it's literally just like, just do something that's going to get your feet wet, get you excited, and then you can keep going. Like, and then now I'm in a habit of being like, every Sunday, I'm posting something.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And you've got that momentum now.
Exactly. But you won't get that
Yeah.
momentum until do a little task that contributes to that goal.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions now.
Hit me.
Ooh, okay, so do you have, I feel like we've kind of covered this already, but
Yeah.
maybe have a think if there's anything else that you kind of do, of any like rituals that you do
Okay.
daily.
Okay. Do I have any rituals that I do daily? Is that the question?
Yeah.
So rituals that I do daily, definitely my morning routine, supplements, juice, water, ginger tea every day. I love the spiced ginger Twinings tea. That's my go-to. What else do I do every morning? I love my skincare routine. I feel like that sets me up for a day. I love a hot shower in the morning. Reading my devotional, like I said. And those are my, like, once I've had a morning with those things, and if I have gym, oh my god, I'm on a roll. But if I could just get the basics done, I am in a good place. Like, I can start the day like, cool, let's go. I've taken care of me, so let's go.
Do you go to the gym every day?
No,
No.
absolutely not. But I have to say, I this week I went yesterday and I went today, and I was just like, wow, I am like performing way better when I go to the gym. Like, my brain is just switched on. Like, I don't know what,
Yeah.
like, it must be the endorphins, but they work. They work for sure.
Yeah, there is definitely something in that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Describe what wellness means to you.
Wellness to me is pouring into your own cup. I always like, even when I had my run Litish Organics, like the tagline was rooted in wellness. And that was literally a case of like, pour into yourself, because you are what starts everything. Like your relationships, you you are like the source. So if you're not feeling your best, you're not gonna be your best. So I just always feel like wellness to me is, it can be different facets. Wellness could be lying in bed. I'm shattered. I'm not getting up. I'm not doing it. I'm not going out today. No, I'm not doing it. Wellness to me could be I just want to go for a walk, or wellness to me could be I am so anxious, I'm just going to read and pray, or it could be I want to talk to my sister. I want to have a phone call with my sister and check in on how she's doing. I haven't spoken to her in ages. That is it. I feel like it encompasses different things. It's like physical, spiritual, mental, your skincare, your ritual, self-care. It's a whole like holistic practice to me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And
Mm-hmm.
for everyone listening, it doesn't have to be this crazy routine.
No.
Just simple things, isn't
It
it?
takes
It's
shape in
exactly
different
it.
different ways, and you'll
Yeah,
know what you need, like if you listen to it.
yeah, that's exactly it. What message would you like to send to all our listeners? Is there anything, any top tips, anything you want to share? Words of
Mm.
wisdom?
I would say if there's any key takeaways from this episode is just try.
Yeah.
There's so many things I'm like, I'm not super passionate about it yet that I want to try it, but I know that I want to try it at some point. So just keep like a tab of things like, I'd love to launch that one day, or I've always wanted to go horse riding. Like, just even if it doesn't have to be business, it doesn't have to be skill based. Like it can literally be like, I want to try this. Just do it. And I feel like it just allows you to open yourself to different spaces, different experiences, and that has benefits. So I say just try. um Put fear in the back seat. Like,
Mm.
fear is good, it's there for a reason, but don't let it hold you back. If you've got something on your heart that what you want to try and you want to go for, do it.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's a really great way to finish off on the podcast because
Yay.
don't get stuck in fear, guys.
Don't do it because it will literally,
Yeah.
it'll pass you by. You'll have years passing you by, and you'll want to have tried that thing, but you actually weren't able to. So definitely go forward.
And where can our listeners reach you? What's your socials?
So I am on by Latticia. So my at is BYLATTICIA. And it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You can find me there.
Oh, brilliant. I'll be sure to link those in the show notes below so people can give you a
Amazing.
follow. Thank you so much for coming on my podcast.
Thank you. It's been so much fun. It's been
It's
great
been
chatting with you.
lovely. Yeah. And to all our listeners, I hope you enjoyed this conversation. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to tune in next week for the next conversation.
Amazing.